group of Polish live-action role players, or LARPers, has held a not so flattering mirror up to America by role-playing Ohioans at a 4th of July celebration. Now, this first went viral, by the way, back in May when the 4th of July LARP cruise photos were spread on Twitter. But now we have more insight thanks to an interview with the group's leader. And Vice spoke to the group's leader, and his thoughts are super interesting. First, what kind of research did they do to engage in this live action role playing of Americans in Ohio? Well, Bartosz Bruski, and yes, that is his name, unwinds by heading to a trailer park outside Warsaw, where he directs a group of around 60 Polish people who pretend to be ordinary Americans, people from Ohio to be exact. Bruski and his fellow LARP enthusiasts turn a peaceful holiday resort in a Polish forest into an American trailer park with dozens of participants who stay in character with their assigned family, living at their assigned trailer home for 28 hours at a time. Let me just pause for a second and say, who has 28 hours to spare to like role play people from another country? Like,
no, it's more amazing than that. They write scripts. They had 700 pages of scripts. They get together and they choreograph this. It is amazing what they do. And I like that it was like 28 hours, so random. Anyway, and they say where it came from. They were watching Stranger Things and X-Files, and they wanted to kind of recreate Stranger Things. But then as they went into it, they were trying to find a place that looked like America and needed to be a little bit more woodsy. And then they find this place and they're like, it's not quite right for Stranger Things. But it does look like it could be a good trailer park, like in the middle of Ohio. So they turned it into a trailer park, etc. And to me though, so I love this story.
I hate it.
It's super interesting. So apparently we'll debate that in a second.
Yeah.
But the fact that they put so much time and effort into it, I'm kind of amazed by it.
Yeah, it's awesome that they put so much time and effort into mocking Americans, and
but we deserve it.
Do we though? Do it like we're not all the same. It's a country of literally hundreds of millions of people, and like yeah, you're referencing one group of Americans in the middle of the country, and kind of making a generalization about Americans overall, and I don't like it. Like, we're fighting, like, we need solidarity internationally, right? Like, I get it, the criticisms and the critique of our systems makes all the sense in the world. But I don't look at these pictures and think to myself like, oh, this is great, I feel really great about this. No, I don't feel very great about it at all. Like,
I'll tell you why I liked it, Anna. Because so here, I'll read you a paragraph from the interview that they did with the leader of this group, that Vice did. He said, we grew up with he explained how he read a bunch of things about America.
I know. He read that America was so great, and it turns out that America is not so great. So let's mock them by doing this like LARP thing of Ohioans, and by the way, specific Ohioans in a trailer park, and make generalizations about Americans who, by the way, huge portion of Americans have been fighting tooth and nail against the people in positions of power who have screwed us time and time again. But right?
Okay, let me read the paragraph and then say why I liked it. He said, we grew up with a vision of the States as if it's the land of milk and honey. Then when you grow up and information is shared more, it turns out that it's not so nice in the States. We came up with the idea of this broken American dream, and this was the motif for the project.
Yeah, and for fun, we just mock them for 28 hours at a time.
No, but Anna, no, but look, the reason why it's important is because American media, most importantly in this case, the movies, did an amazing job of presenting a completely false version of America. So the rest of the world thinks, oh my God, America is so amazing, you guys got it made there. But what he explains later in the interview is, then when I read into it, I realized, oh my God, they don't even have healthcare. And sometimes they just let people die if they don't have health insurance. To people in Poland, that is so barbaric, it shocked their conscience. They're like, did you know that Americans, like the government will just let you die if you don't pay a ransom to private insurance. And then now they know more about guns and our gun culture, right? But he says that he did not know the scale of the massacres in America that were continual. And I think most of the world doesn't know about that. And if they knew about it, maybe it could help in some way.
I'm pretty sure we're the laughing stock of the international community, okay? Especially considering, we have a mass shooting in a school in Texas and we do nothing about it, but Canada decides to respond to it instead and pass gun control regulations in their country. Like, I'm pretty sure internationally we're a punching bag because of our elected officials, I guess we deserve it, right? But for me, it adds insult to injury to see these images of Americans being mocked when we're all freaking suffering under this oppressive, terrible, corrupt political system. That's the part that I don't like. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know that they're mocking us as much as.
Okay, let's look at the pictures that they posted themselves.
Okay.
So check out their Facebook page. That's where they posted these images. And I just don't like it. I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, but tell me it isn't true. Okay,
that is not true.
That looks better than real life. And in fact, they said they got critique from actual Americans and said, "No, you guys look healthier, slimmer. It's way cleaner than it would normally be. There'd be a lot more garbage, etc." Like, but Anna, is this not happening in the country? It definitely is. But no, I honestly think you have a skewed version of what the rest of the world sees. The rest of the world does not see the disaster of America. So now it's a little bit more obvious because of Trump and all the shootings, and even the rest of the world can see that. Oh, look, they hired Bozo the Clown to be their leader. Jesus, what is wrong with America? But even before Bush, no way. The entire world was like, oh my God, except for the people that we were every once in a while bombing or doing coups against. But even half of them we would trick with our propaganda. Thought America was amazing.
I know.
And then Iraq, we lose a little bit of steam, but not that much.
No, what are you talking? What are you basing this off of, Jake? Okay, first time I traveled out of the country was in 2007, okay? Literally went to almost every European country during that trip. I was gone for a month, right? Hostility toward Americans was palpable, okay? Everyone hated us, everyone hated our government, everyone thought we were a laughing stock. It was just abundantly clear. I think you're actually living in a bubble because in America, we're not encouraged to learn about other countries. But other countries know about us, they learn about us, they know everything that's going on in America. So I get it. America, especially right now, has devolved. It sucks, doesn't take care of its citizens. People are drowning in medical debt. People are dying in mass shootings. It is a disaster. I will grant you that, okay? I'm just not interested in their cutesy little project where they're like role-playing Americans who are suffering in this country.
If you look, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, if you said to people,
let me do it then. Okay, why don't we do a little LARPing community of Polish people and see how they like it? Would they take kindly to that? I would guess no. I would guess no. I could be wrong though.
I don't think they're trying to hurt us, Anna. I think they're trying to highlight the things that are wrong in America.
Yeah,
and
we know.
So that they could maybe on the off chance that we'll see it and maybe we'll want to fix it.
We live it, we see it, and obviously we want to fix it.
But you know what?
But more importantly, this is their hobby.
Obvious.
This is like a fun hobby that they're doing. Do you not understand my point?
I understand it, but
if we were to do it with any other country, they would rain terror on us. You know that.
You know why? Because we're the bullies. And we're the ones that are strong, unfortunately. And we go and invade countries and bully people, etc. Right? And so if you said to people across the world, oh, poor America, don't make fun of them. Those guys are obviously suffering. That is not the impression people have. They think that we're the a-hole bullies that are super strong and living in a land of milk and honey, and we go around and smash their stuff every once in a while. They don't think we're poor. They don't think we're suffering. They think that we're the bad guys.
This whole project is to point to the fact that we're poor.
No, but that's why this is an interesting story, because it's for the first time somebody going, oh, look at these poor Americans. Every other time it's, oh, look at these oppressive, but strong, rich Americans that are oppressing everyone else. And I got news for the rest of the world. I think Anna says you already know it, maybe you do. But for the rest of you that don't know it, no, we're suffering here. They let us die for profits in almost every industry. They squeeze all the wages out of us and give it to the rich. So when you see those spectacular Hollywood movies, that isn't our lives. That's the lives of the elites in America. The overwhelming majority are suffering greatly. Those LARPers, unfortunately, are a much more accurate depiction of America than any movie you've seen. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.